Alright everybody, we're going to take a drive through Montgomery, Alabama, inner city neighborhoods. Their schools are known to be among the worst in the country. That's one of the bad things, according to the internet at least, that Montgomery has some of the worst schools in the country. They have really bad schools. Education's really one of the faults that this area has. It's got a lot of great things, but the schools are known to be bad. So we're gonna take an inner city tour of Montgomery, Alabama. You know, every big city has good neighborhoods and bad neighborhoods, so we don't know what we're getting into here because this isn't my territory. If we were in Florida, I would definitely know what we're getting into here, but we don't. So this is exploring the inner city of Montgomery, Alabama, kind of just winging it, you know. There's somebody sitting on a sidewalk here. That's kind of interesting. We got a green light. We got to go. But we're going to explore the inner city of Montgomery, Alabama. I'm sorry if I'm getting confused here. Montgomery, known for having bad schools, unfortunately. This is what the inner city looks like. We're to the east of downtown. There's a little Mexican restaurant coming up ahead. I'm gonna guess there's a Latino neighborhood in this vicinity, being that there's a Latino down that street. There's supposed to be some projects around here. There's a Latino store right here. You can tell by the fact there's Fords with rims. But this is Montgomery. We'll find out. This is supposed to be the inner city. I don't know if it's one of the worst areas or not, but we're not going to label it that way. We're just exploring. It's definitely inner city. Now, inner city neighborhoods can be good or they can be bad. We don't know here. Again, we're just exploring. There are some projects, I think, on the next street over, Kitty. Look at the map. There's some Hoover. They kind of look like projects. They might just be residential streets, man. And again, this is nice. Look at these houses here. There they are. I see them. They're projects over there. But look at how weird this contrast is. Right here, you got these beautiful southern-looking homes. In fact, before we head to the project, let's drive through here. Look at how nice these houses are. This is like really nice. Am I going the wrong way? This is a really nice neighborhood. Like the houses look great, but there's projects right on the other side. So I just want to show you guys a little bit of a contrast here. You know, you have some really nice looking houses, nice looking neighborhoods. So you got some there's a church over there. Again, I apologize that we're not with the GoPro and the stabilizers and all that. We're just kind of winging it here with we're just kind of winging it. This is a beautiful drive, man. Beautiful, beautiful city. The architecture, you guys know that I love beautiful architecture, and if there's one thing that this city has going for it is architecture. And the most beautiful stuff is closer to downtown, and sometimes people don't like being right in the city, so the real estate prices aren't really high. I love architecture. I love, you know, city architecture, especially southern city architecture. I lived in Louisville, Kentucky, and that city, we're gonna go there as well soon. Now that we're here in Alabama, we're only about 5.5, 6 hours from Louisville. And that's another city that has some incredible architecture. And again, I apologize that the camera's kind of shaky. We do not have a stabilizer. But beautiful neighborhoods in the city here. And, you know, I love the architecture of the buildings. Old Louisville is one of the nicest. Is this a one-way? It's a one-way. It's a one-way.
I see the divider.
Why does that say go that way then? You see the divider?
Sure.
Okay. Nothing people hate more than you when you drive the wrong way down a one-way. That irritates people. Also, it's more inconspicuous when I carry the GoPro. This camera, I'm actually holding it up, so it's very obvious to anybody that sees us that we're recording. So this could actually kind of go wrong. Find out. These are definitely American housing projects. Can you drive through there?
No trespassing, no loitering.
No trespassing, no loitering. Okay. But these are the projects, guys. These are the typical American. It could be an apartment complex too, but a project is a project. Even if it's legally, you know, an apartment complex. If it looks like that, it's a project. If you're watching from the UK or from another part of the world, you don't know what a project is. It's basically a government housing facility. Unfortunately, they're not always. There are some really good projects in the United States. They're not all bad, but too many of them are run down and in really bad shape. We got a car coming behind us. Let's see, can he turn? He's not gonna see us with that hill there. Did he turn or no? He turned.
I haven't seen it yet.
So there's no trespassing. It's probably city property. There he comes. There's no letting pass us. Somebody might roll up on us thinking we're trying to buy or something, but I mean, I don't know how rough these projects are. And it is a Saturday, but who knows? I mean, I'm used to Florida. I know Florida very well. And this is all new to me, so I think I'm pretty sure these are projects. They look like projects.
Yeah.
The cars are pretty nice for being projects. So there are some nice projects. Avon Park, Florida. Shout out to everybody in Avon Park, Florida. They got some really nice projects. I mean, they even have like a little lake with a little sandy patch. West Palm Beach has some really nice projects. This is called Hooper Gardens, so it says no trespassing, so we can't go in there. And again, it is hot and muggy. A lot of times people tell me, like, when I do my Florida videos, nobody's outside. Like, there's no environment. There's nobody hanging out. Oh, there's environment in Florida. What happens is that there is environment. What happens is, guys, it's hot in the south, so people don't really go outside. You know, you don't want to be outside in the south. You got to be crazy. You know, it's hot. It's really hot. So you don't see too many people outside. You know, towns look like ghost towns and stuff, but it's because it's so hot. You know, nobody's gonna be out there, hot and humid. Now, this is by no means as hot as Florida or humid as Florida, but it's definitely bad. Look at the size of that tree. It's an old city, so you have some massive trees. Look at the size of that thing. That thing is massive. So, well, oh, I love the graffiti. This is why I wanted to be in Alabama, guys. For what we do for hood blogs, there's nothing like Alabama. I mean, look at this, dude. Like, look at how nice of an urban setting this is. Look at this. Like, there's nothing like Alabama for what we do for hood blogging. I mean, look at this. This is an urban setting here. Like, look at this. There's so much to soak in these urban settings here. I mean, there's no ease. Like, look at this road. It's like an alleyway. You have to, like, literally look at this graffiti right here. I love it. Like, I think our channel here in Alabama is gonna do so good because there's so much. Like, they have metal bars on the. Look at this, like, art stuff here. Like, seriously, dude. Like, I really am excited for the future of our channel with this move to Alabama. Because there's so much, like, architecture and abandoned buildings. Like, this is what all these little towns look like. And this is a big city, but when you get out to the little towns, this is what they all look like. And they all have projects. Alabama, if there's one thing about Alabama, it's got a lot of public housing. I mean, I don't know if there's another state that has more public housing units than Alabama. At least, you know, like, complexes. There's a lot of it. And look at this. There's no traffic. I hate traffic. There's no traffic. I mean, this is like a small town. Montgomery is a city of 200,000 people. And look at this. We're near downtown. And look at this. No traffic. Like, this is my type of place. This place has everything that I would want in a city. It has it. Like, if I were to design a city to my liking, this would be it. I hate crowded downtowns. I hate long drive and commutes. I love architecture. I love inner city settings. That's why it's called. I have a YouTube channel called Florida Hood Blogs, out of all things. I love it. This area has everything that I want. And when you're passionate about what you do a good job at it. You know, Naples. You know, rich people houses and all that. That doesn't make me happy. It's so bland. Anybody could build a house. Anybody could build a house if they have enough money. But these houses here, they're never going to build houses like these. The amount of skill it took and time it took to build these houses, never again will there be another house on Blue Red Light I wasn't trying to, but it was like I
Yeah.
was hoping I was gonna make it. Like if it's like these houses, you know, they're never ever going to, like, the craftsmanship, the time it took to build these houses, the materials they used. There's not even wood anymore that you can get. You can't get wood like that. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't buy wood, you know, in the dimensions that it's like you'll never. These things are, you can't recreate this. This is a timepiece. Never again will they be able to build houses like this again. You know, it's something that just can't be replaced. I love it. I love what so far. I mean, I'm just exploring this time, but so far what I've seen, it's right up my alley. It's just the roads are very narrow. You have to be really careful not to bump into other cars. I love it. And they told us we're not supposed to go to West Montgomery, and that's probably what we're gonna do next. We're gonna go check out the hoods. Supposedly the city has incredible crime here, but so far so good. I want to end this short little clip here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this drive, and there'll be a lot more of this to come in the future.